What's going on, guys? This is MC Fire.
Yeah, Ice
I'm
Cube.
joined with Q today.
Yeah.
She here. She ain't going nowhere. You know, just been having fun. How you feeling, Q?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got any words of wisdom you want to give to the viewers?
Words of wisdom.
Yeah, cause she's smart, y'all.
What? uh, I would just say, mm, keep on with the keep on. Keep doing what you're doing, and don't stop. Like you see things change drastically. That means to keep going for what you are going towards, such as like putting things into the market. You're continuing to invest, you see things go down, continue to invest because not things don't always continue to go down.
Yeah.
There will be a bounce. It's been shown throughout the years. So yeah.
Yeah. Y'all keep on keeping on. I like that. Hey, man, it's the crazy ones that make it. When everybody's losing their shirt, you need to be doubling down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because if you pull out everything that you just because things start to go down, then you'll be left with the empty bag. Like, why did I do that? Because then you'll end up losing money when if it's just gonna bounce back in a couple years, a year, or maybe even a couple months, you could have made way more on that investment,
Yeah.
especially if you continue to buy into that. So,
hmm the best perspective that I have for people if they're looking at the market, because now if you guys don't know, we're talking about the markets, okay? The stock markets. We're talking about all markets, crypto, you know.
ooh, the stock market.
Ooh, right. Everybody talk about money. They talk about money. Like, relax, all right? We're humans, we're adults. Like, calm down, all right? We're talking about the stock market. And the beautiful thing about why we're even bringing this up is today the markets rally like something insane. But this is how I think of it in moments like this. Don't worry, that was a boat. No one's got a secret horn. Okay, there's a boat out there boating it up. Yeah, we live close to the water. We love this place, by the way. We got a new spot. Shout out to the new spot, man.
I know, I love it.
Yeah, the spot is. We just had our family come down. It was cool to not have a couch that looked like a frat house.
Yeah.
Yeah, this couch was Italian leather. It's comfy, recliner. It's a good time. I was like, yo, we get to show our couch off. I got new hair, y'all. Look at that.
I know. This
Right.
hair got so long.
So in our fire journey, right? We essentially we hit milestones. The way I think of it, just kind of go back full circle. The way I think about the markets is if you're buying something, you're really buying a company, right? So when you give your money, it's not just money. You own something now. You own a piece of the shares. You own a piece of that company. So you're making a trade. You're trading for ownership of the company.
Mm.
So the idea is for the company to make you money. And when is that realized? Well, you don't really lose much if you realize that simple fact. Yeah, companies might go down, but why are they going down? Is the company a bad company? Is it failing? Is it, or is it something else outside of the company that's affecting the company?
Mm.
Companies, if they're good companies, they're designed to figure out fixes. They have human capital, now they have AI capital, right? Advisors. They're designed to figure these things out. So the best thing that you can do is kind of know the numbers. What are the numbers for like tariffs? What are the numbers for recession? Right? How
Mm-hmm.
how far do they go down? How fast? What time frame? What time frame do they recover? Um, how long is a bull run following a bear run? Those are the numbers we're talking about. Like, if you don't have on these YouTube streets somebody that is giving you that information, somebody, anybody, you're watching the wrong people, right? Instead of watching like regular news, the woe is me news, you need to be watching people that are going through what I call if then statements. If this happens, then do this, right? If you see this, then do this. Giving you possibilities and plans, giving you a 1,000-foot view.
Yep.
Right. The coolest thing that we found was about a week ago, I found a video that described, well, really two videos describing the nature of recessions, how long they last, historically, how much do they drop, how long does it take them to recover. So when people say, I'm gonna do my research on this company, right? What research are you really doing? Are you doing price to earning ratios? Are you comparing it? Are you looking at sector rotation? Or are you just going to read the blog post? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ask myself that because everybody knows buy low, sell high, but nobody does it. Some people do. Somebody did it today. Somebody was buying low.
It also could be taking that into action, like putting it into action with what you read or even what you learn. Some people are good at reading the thing and was it regurgitating the thing, but when it comes to putting action to it, then it's another story.
So which one are you guys? Put in the comments if you guys take action or you guys like to learn and consume, and then when the move happens, you're like, ugh. I mean, I got to see it, and know that it was there and get bragging rights, but I didn't really profit from it, right? You guys can put in the comments if that's ever happened to you, right? You knew the right thing to do, but you just didn't do it. Didn't take action. So if you guys have been watching the channel for any length of time, shout out to those who do, because there's some people that watch our channel. You know that we have been buying the disc dip. Almost exclusively took off options. Right, we just wanted to put as much capital into ownership as possible. We've been really doubling down. This has been a lifestyle decision. This isn't something we made just because the market's down. We have geared our entire lives for a moment like this. And what do I mean? When you guys watched the downsize video, hey, we plan on downsizing, we plan on building a business, we plan on investing. All those things were dominoes to get us to a point like this where the market is going to sell off in a recession, and we're going to be in a position disposably to buy. Okay. How long do you think that's been since we made that decision?
Since 2021.
Yeah, about 2021, probably 2022-ish.
It was 2021 because 2020 there was a lot going on.
Got you. Okay, all right. So 2021, 4 years in the making, right?
Yep.
And put that in. Let that sink in.
We didn't even know each other until like February of 2021. That's when we met.
So I want that to sink in, right? And our journeys, Q is actually very wise. She's extremely smart, right? Me, I was on the journey to get back and fall back in love with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But Q just had a knack for learning, and that I can definitely. I'm a brag on you a little. I was a brag sometimes. But Q had a really good understanding of, I don't know how to do a thing, but I know I want to do a thing. And then when that thing presents itself, she's like, that's what I've been looking for. And the answer is yes, right? She's really good at that. I don't know. She's known ever since she was a little girl. She's a woman now. But when she was younger, she knew that she wanted to make money in the markets. She knew that in some capacity. She She didn't understand about stocks and ownerships and swaps and buybacks. Yeah, right. She just knew that there was an asset that generates you money because you own it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she knew. It's all she had to know. So when there's a guy that didn't have a beard at the time starts talking about that kind of stuff, she's like, "Yeah, I'm all ears." And, ever since you were small, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her mom confirms this, right? So Q really, really, I'm gonna be honest with you, is extremely smart. She understands, maybe not emotionally, right? Like if he places a trade and goes down $13, she's calling me crying. Like it's like the world just ended. I'm looking at like $1,000 swings a day, and she's like, $13 is leaving the account. I don't understand. What do I do?
It was like 50.
$1,000 swings. 50. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Exactly, right? So I laugh, but I get it. I get it. I do. I seriously, I get it. When I speak to other people, and I'm not gonna say any names, the emotional pull, that that is a muscle you gotta work. That muscle to watch the market do something you didn't expect, but know what to do.
Mm.
That is a muscle you must work. You take anything from this video, this tariff, this what's going on in the markets, it's proving to you what to do. Okay? There could be more downside. But one of my last videos was buy now or get left behind. And you see the market make the biggest move since 2008. Single biggest move since 2008. Crash.
Mm.
But the other way.
Mm.
The Qs moved 12% in a day. The market, 12% in one day. That's insane. 2 days ago, I put out buy now or get left behind. That was a name of the video. That was a title of the video. Thumbnail. Not on the thumbnail. But
Stop shaking us.
sorry, I'm right. Everything, in there. We wanted to express to you guys in no uncertain terms. We told you what we're doing on the fire journey. We didn't hide anything. We tell you when we were buying. We told you when we're making plays that aren't working. We told you when we're making plays that are working. We're developing systems, right?
Transparency.
Huh?
Transparency.
Transparency, yeah. You might not have seen like every single transaction, but you knew the tempo. Mm-hmm. Right? And we said that. This is one of the very few channels that's this down to earth, right? You don't see us in some big studio, Lambo houses, sponsors, none of that. Real people doing fire journey, like real people, like real fire journey people, not curated. There's some real fire people journey out here. Don't get me wrong. If you see them curated, they started from the bottom, and then they got curated. You're seeing them before all the curated. This is the real, and that's why we're on here. We're sharing with you because we're excited. Because we finally are like, yo, like this is what it. Imagine if you had 2008 all over again, or COVID all over again in the markets, or you knew Bitcoin is coming, or Microsoft, or Apple is coming. The reason why we're pissed at people is because they always tell you about that when it's all-time highs, and they're trying to sell you something, some course. My title was buy now or get left behind. It wasn't with a disclaimer like I'm not a financial advisor. It was straightforward. Mm-hmm. I'm not a financial advisor. But the reality is you guys know what to do. I don't have to be a financial advisor to tell you Buy low, sell high. Buy the dip, short the ribs. Historical data says recessions, right, that we've had have lasted anywhere from negative 57% in the markets to negative 7% in the market.
Nice.
And within the first year, you almost break even. Within 3 years, you're in the green in every recession. In most recessions, they last, the longest one I think was like 12 months, so a year. So the recovery is going to be around twice whatever the recession looks like, time wise. With the way and how much information and how many people say, yo, I'm buying this dip, I don't care. It might be faster this time because people are looking at 2008 like, yo, what happened, dude? Why is this recovery so I don't understand, but I know people are making money. Yeah, there's blood in the water, right? Blood in the streets, so to speak. But I don't want you to be left. Me and Q are talking to you today. We don't want you to be left, okay? So let's make this a good year, man. Let's make this a good year. It starts now. If you don't, even if you're not buying right now, you know what you can buy? Financial education. Learn what's going on. Read the books. Get the trading discipline. Work that muscle that I was talking about. Even if it's just, a stock or something, just start small.
So you mean investing in like those guru courses or?
Good question. I would say invest in your education the correct way. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I took a lot of the guru courses, full disclosure. But what I learned was if you read about wisdom from people that have the right wisdom, you're not gonna land in too far of a spot that you need to be. If you're taking advice from people that have worked on Wall Street, if you're taking advice from people that have worked in the profession that you're asking them advice on, you're not going to go wrong. I'm not going to ask advice on how to swing a golf club from Oprah Winfrey, but I might ask Tiger Woods. So I'm not saying don't take somebody's course or buy somebody's Udemy or go to community college. Mm-hmm. That's the problem with education. Most of the people that you learn from, they are educated in that field, but can they go out and do the job today? That's the real question, right? Can they or have they done the job? Can they teach you to do the job on that level? That's the question. So,
or are they just in it for
to sell you something?
Yeah,
to give you the cores and you go fill your own shoes. Mm-hmm. Because, not to make the video too long, but the reality is when we started seeing progress, it was because there was somebody who does this for a living, but more importantly, his objective was different. His objective wasn't just sell us a course. His objective was, my job as a coach is to work with you until you make forward progress. There are quantifiable results. Yep. So that's number one. If you got somebody that's willing to work with you, their job, one-on-one coach, mentor, get on a Zoom call, see your screen, that is a coach, okay? They'll work with you one-on-one in your skills. That's who I would take advice from. Number two, any advice from somebody that you would happily switch places with in that field. Not their results, not their money, not their cars, not their houses. The results that you're trying to achieve, whatever the thing you're doing, you would switch places with the results. What do I mean by that? Peter Lynch. As an investor, would I want to switch places with him in his knowledge base? Yeah. I don't know what kind of houses or cars Peter Lynch has. Or Warren Buffett. Don't know where Warren Buffett lives. But I understand he's an amazing investor. He knows about how to evaluate companies. I would switch places with him in his knowledge base. Right? I would take his place. I don't know what his stuff is. I know that he has the skills to do what I need him to do. That's who I would take advice from. I don't have to see your guru stuff. I don't have to see the fancy
As
stuff.
Richest Man in Babylon will put it, don't take advice from brick makers about diamonds.
Yeah, about jewels. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Mhm.
So wisdom is gonna guide you to the right person, and that's a really good question because so many people are like, "Yo, where do we learn? Like, who do we learn from?"
And the problem is people trusting people because of so many scams that have gone on about, like, regarding guru teaching and
Yeah.
um hey, take my course,
Mm-hmm.
I can get you this amount of results. The results can even, they can seem very realistic, but then when it comes down to it, it's just fluff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. She nailed it. Make sure you do your research on people have third-party verifications, right? The audited books by third parties. That's another good one. People that have actually verified that have been worked on the floor or worked in a major hedge fund or as a trader, as a major economist, right? That's fine. And those people that are willing to work with you one on one. Also, people that are incentivized to benefit when you benefit, not if or you benefit, right? Now, I'm not talking about people that benefit from your fees. I'm talking about people that benefit. I only make money if you make money. They're going to be incentivized to want you to succeed because they make money when only if you make money. Those guys are the ones that you need to be. Okay, I can cut him some slack. He might not have the reputation, but he only makes money if I make money.
mhm.
Okay, so guys, you guys have been awesome. Please do your research, get informed, and take action. MC Fire here.
And Ice Cube.
You guys will tap in with you soon. You have a good day. Peace.
Shalom.
Bye.